Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Blue Christmas service. This is our first of this particular type of service, and I just wanted to welcome everybody. I'm Reverend Kira Bear here at Unity Bay Area, Houston, and I am so honored and blessed to welcome Sonja Perez to lead this service. She, Keith Vivens, and Trish Weir have put this together for you as a sacred place. Whether you're seeing this on Facebook or YouTube or at some time in the future, for you to find a safe place to experience the power of this moment in time. And I'm going to let our beloved one, Sonja, really tell you details. I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you on behalf of all of our community and to acknowledge our beautiful Sonja Perez, our ministerial intern, who is going to lead this service for us tonight. They gave me permission to come and just participate. And so this is for me. And no, it's for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Kira. Thank you for allowing me to facilitate this. And thank you for those of you who are here present with us. And thank you if you are watching us on Facebook. Know that you have found your home here with us at Unity Bay Area, Houston. And also know that we can feel your presence. And we're grateful for this technology that makes it possible to have you here with us. We know that in divine mind, there is no separation. And so you are here with us, and we are welcome you here, and we feel your spirit and your energy. As Reverend Kira said, this is the first year that Blue Christmas is offered in this ministry. And the service comes from this recognition and the deep knowing that even when Christmas can be a happy, joyful event, we also know that there are times that we are feeling sorrowful. There are times when we're grieving, especially those of us who have lost beloved ones this year or in years past. We look at the table and that chair is empty, and we know they will not be here with us. So this service is to recognize that. It's to feel the grief, to feel the sorrow, and to also know that we're supported. We're sheltered in one another's hearts, and we're sheltered in one another's minds. And so during this time, we're going to let ourselves feel whatever comes up, knowing that we're supported, knowing that the contemplative music that Keith is going to offer will support us in chanting. We'll have a time of meditation, and we'll have readings. So let us begin in prayer. Let us close our outer eyes and open our spiritual eyes and breathe. Breathe in the breath of Spirit, knowing that that breath is our very breath. We breathe in the life of the one power, intelligence that we call God, that we call good. Spirit, higher power, whatever name works for you. Together this evening, we have a divine appointment with ourselves and one another as both human and divine beings. We come together knowing that we are always supported, comforted, and protected. We come together in sacred community, sheltered in one another's minds and hearts. We bless this time together, and we bless all that is being revealed to us right here and right now. And we say all this in the name and the nature of the Christ presence within us all. Amen. And so it is, and we let it be.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments, and I hear all that could never be said. And right here in this holy silence, I find God, I find myself. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments, and I hear all that could never be said. And right here in this holy silence, I find God, I find myself. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments, and I hear all that could never be said. And right here in this holy silence, I find God, I find God, I find God, I find myself.
So we take that line in the silence and we close our eyes and we allow in the silence to be our guiding star for this evening. We come fully present to whatever is weighing heavy on our mind and our hearts. And we allow ourselves the gift of our feelings. We know that when we let ourselves feel, we are also making room for our greater good, our greater healing. We wholeheartedly surrender to this moment just as it is. Breathe that in. We wholeheartedly surrender to this moment just as it is. We surrender to the awareness that we are fully supported, fully comforted, fully protected by the one God, one love that is alive and active in the universe. We know that this life is our life, and we take this awareness into the silence. And we allow ourselves to come out of this silence with a deeper receptivity to the flow of good that is God. We give of ourselves fully to trusting the divine within, that still, small voice that is always loving us, encouraging us, comforting us, exactly as we are and exactly where we are. We end our time of touching the silence with deep gratitude for the practice. Amen, and so it is.
I'd like you to join me in a chant. The lyrics are, "Be here now."
The readings this evening are from a book called Lo, an Honest Advent Devotional by John Pavlowitz. Jesus took Peter, James, and John along with him, and he began to be deeply distressed and troubled. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death," he said to them. "Stay here and keep watch." Going a little further, he fell to the ground and prayed that if possible, the hour might pass from him. That was from Mark 14:33-35. We don't often think of the stories of Jesus' adult life and ministry as we prepare to celebrate his arrival. And we certainly don't consider moments like this one, Jesus filled with anguish and pressed to what seems like an emotional breaking point, Jesus at his lowest. That scene doesn't lend itself to greeting cards, ornaments, or Christmas hymns, but it probably should. I think we need to remind ourselves not only of Jesus' humanity, but also of the very real depths he would go to after arriving. He would end up desperately fearful in prayer. He would find himself deeply grieving the loss of his friend Lazarus. He would be enraged enough to flip the tables of the temple vendors. He would be exasperated with his hard-headed students. This morning I started typing the word sorrow, and before I could finish, my computer changed it to sorry. I know computers don't have religious biases, but as a lifelong Christian, I think that sounds about right. We often feel like we need to apologize for, or at the very least conceal, our lowest points, our deepest anguish, our most human moments, as if such abrasive things are inappropriate or unwelcome, as if they somehow need to wait outside while we pretend that all is merry and bright within and around us. I love seeing Jesus at his lowest and to hold such moments in my heart this season, because it reminds me to make room for my sadness and my grief. Christmas is as much the valley as the mountaintop. It is the wedding celebration, and it is the funeral procession. It is a joyous, expectant birth, but it's also feeling troubled to the point of death. You get to have all of it. Today, sit with the full breadth of your story, and don't be sorry for your sorrow.
And so this evening, we are not sorry for our sorrow. We are here together honoring our loved ones, those who've made their transition this year or even in past years. And we ask you, those of you who are here present, if you feel comfortable, to bring forth a photograph and place it on the table. And if you've not, and you can do that now, please. And if you've not brought a photo, know that your loved one is present with us in spirit. Facebook community, know that you are also here with us. And if you feel comfortable, type your loved ones' names in the chat stream. And know that you and your loved ones are being held up with us together in this very sacred community. As you place these photos on the table, we see them here. Know that we are each together holding one another up to the light. We are sheltered in one another's minds and hearts. And if you are able, please stand. And I will say an affirmation, and then I will ask that we say it together. We stand together in sacred community with the full breadth of our loss, and we are not sorry for our sorrow. And now we'll say it together. We stand together in sacred community with the full breadth of our loss, and we are not sorry for our sorrow. And you may please be seated.
I would love for you to join me on the chorus of the next selection. The words are, there is only love, there is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. In this moment, in this place, remember who I am, making fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love in this moment, in this place. I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
We wrap ourselves in the awareness that there is only love. This year has been a year like no other. We have experienced unprecedented loss. We're mourning the life we had and lived before the pandemic. We're mourning the loss of lives that were taken because of the pandemic. We mourn all people who have made their transition this year and in past years. And right now we honor whatever rises up within us, and we wrap ourselves in the deep knowingness that there is only love. If you are able, please stand, and I will say an affirmation, and then I will ask that we say it together. We stand in sacred community with the full breath of our sorrow, and we wrap ourselves in the awareness that there is only love. We stand in sacred community with the full breath of our sorrow, and we wrap ourselves in the awareness that there is only love.
Please join me in our next chant. The lyrics are, I am surrounded by love. I am surrounded by love. I am surrounded I am surrounded by love. 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 I am surrounded by love.
While he was in Bethany, reclining at the table in the home of Simon the leper, a woman came with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on his head. Some of those present were saying indignantly to one another, "Why this waste of perfume? It could have been sold for more than a year's wages and the money given to the poor." And they rebuked her harshly. "Leave her alone," said Jesus. "Why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, and you can help them any time you want, but you will not always have me. She did what she could. She poured perfume on my body beforehand to prepare for my burial. Truly I tell you, wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." From Mark 14, verses 3 through 9. No matter how content or grateful or well-adjusted we are, most of us suffer from some level of comparison sickness. Though we'd say otherwise if anyone asked us, we spend an inordinate amount of time placing our lives up against other people's and wondering why we don't measure up. We look at our houses and waistlines and hairlines and marriages and careers and children, never as they are, but always in relation to everyone around us. And since we know well the devils of our own details, it's tempting to idealize other people's unknowns until we feel perpetually less than, never quite measuring up, always in deficit. The arrival of Christmas seems to bring with it an even greater pressure to keep such an unreasonable pace. This story from Mark's Gospel tells us the pressure is imagined. Jesus encounters a woman who is low in stature and in state, and he does not look down on her, though the crowd does. In the presence of those who would condemn her as wasteful, he comes to her defense with the simple declaration, "She did what she could." It reminds us of the sufficiency of our labors. Much like the exasperated woman barging in and breaking a bottle of perfume, we too are doing a beautiful thing in the space of our daily lives. Our desperate and messy efforts are not in vain, even when they feel as such. Something may seem in disarray right now. Your marriage, your career, your relationship with your middle school child, your very belief. Today, rest surrounded by the broken shards of your best efforts and trust that it is a beautiful thing.
Our next chant is "I Send My Love." The lyrics are, "I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the seas. I send my love out to the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the seas. I send my love out to the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love out to the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love out to the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the seas. I send my love out to the heavens, and it returns to me.
And so we end this time with deep love, deep gratitude. Grateful for touching the silence, for experiencing the still small voice. Grateful for the chants. Grateful for the readings. Knowing that right here where we are loved, we are supported, we are encouraged. We know that infinite spirit is within us, moving through us, as us. Comforting us, protecting us. My hope is that as we leave this sacred time, you know that you are loved and encouraged exactly where you are. I end with this one last reading by Sufi poet Rumi. And I thank Reverend Kira for bringing it to my attention. It's a reminder that when we make room for our sadness and our grief, ultimately we're making room for hope, for life. Sorrow prepares you for joy. It violently sweeps everything out of your house so that new joy can find space to enter. It shakes the yellow leaves from the bough of your heart so that fresh green leaves can grow in their place. It pulls up the rotten roots so that new roots hidden beneath have room to grow. Whatever sorrow shakes from your heart, far better things will take their place. I love you. I love you. I love you. And now Keith is going to end with Karen Drucker's I Am So Blessed.
We would love for you to stand where you are here, live and in person, or on Facebook at home or YouTube. We'd like to demonstrate a body prayer that we'd like you to take this with you as you go. The words are, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed. Now the body motions will be, when you say the first, I am blessed, I am so blessed, you use your right hand. Second hand, I am so blessed. Hands together, I am so grateful for all that I have. And then you repeat, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, hands to your heart, I am so blessed. Thank you. So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed. Let's do it again. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed. Together, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed.
Thank you. And we leave knowing that we are blessed and we are a blessing. Thank you.